Okay, what's going on? What's going on? I want to do a quick video about this dude, this black man in Georgia, Kennesaw, who brought his own Subway franchise. So salute to him for real. I love seeing, the young guys get out here and make it happen. So shout out to him. And I wanted to talk about this because he did a video basically breaking down how much he made in his first week as a franchise operator and in his Subway business. Now, another thing to point out before we get into the video, this goes to show that it's possible. Okay, the dude's 22 years old, got his own business, doing his own thing. It's a franchise, but it's still something. All right, but let's get through this and let's see what he's talking about.
So this is how much I made my very first week owning a Subway franchise, and stick to the end because it's not what you expect. All right, so coming into this, my goal was to have $7,000 a week. So that's $1,000 a day. When I bought the store, they were doing like 3 to 600, 700 on a great day every single day. So they weren't.
Okay, and that's a good goal. Me when I used to work in the fast food industry a long time ago, I was working at KFC and they were making like 2,000 a day. So that is a realistic goal in my opinion. But and the Subway, I think Subway has the most franchises out of any restaurant, but I could be wrong on that.
doing the $7,000 a week. So that was the goal. My first week in total revenue was $5,666.88. That is how much money I collected in sales. Was that amount, right? And that was
Okay, so his goal was 7 bands. He got $5,666. If that is pretty close to your goal in your first week of business, to me that's good. All right, you didn't reach your goal, but it's your first week. You can keep going and try to increase week after week. All right, but that's damn good.
under my $7,000 goal by 1,300 and some change. Now, of course, I have expenses out the ass. So it's not like I just took home $5,000 that week and just went and fucking party. Like, no, I have expenses that I have to pay for me to make that, 5,000, blah, 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 blah. So my cost of goods, or the cost for me to buy like the turkey, to all of that stuff, my cost of goods was $1,666.80, which was roughly 29% of how much I made. So it's 29% of the $5,000 that I made, which is not horrendous, but I like to keep it 28% and under. My labor for that week was nine.
Still a good if your supplies, right, your raw materials to create the product, that's a good ratio right there. 29, 30%. He wants it at 28%, which is even better, but he's already operating at a good ratio in my opinion.
$960, which is not horrible. That's pretty good, but considering I worked $13, it's not horrendous, but I like to keep it 28% and under. My labor for that week was $960, which is not horrible. That's pretty good, but considering I worked 13 fucking hours, I worked open to close every single day for that whole week and the whole next 2 months. So the fact that I had to pay that much in labor and I worked that much, it's not good. So it's
Yep. Welcome to the big leagues. This is the bad part, especially when you start your own shit. You will be working your ass off in the beginning. I don't care what you do, what kind of entrepreneur. A lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna go into business and just coast and chill. Nah, nigga. Especially in the first couple weeks. Niggas say he working 13 hours, sun up to sundown, and still paying labor. So $900 in labor. He probably got about 2 or 3 employees, and but he's there from open to close. But you got to do what you got to do to get the shit off the ground. I don't care what business you start, you gonna be grinding. And so this is not unusual. And salute to him because he got the ball rolling.
not going to help with how much I actually take home because I paid a lot in labor, but I was here the whole time. So it's not like I paid for labor and I was able to not be here. I was actually
As time goes on, he can scale up and eventually get a manager, and you don't have to be there like that. So I look at this, and my goal would be to keep getting more bread so I can you know get a manager, because I'm not going to make no sandwiches all damn day. But once again, he's in the beginning stages, so he has to do what he has to do.
here. So this was not passive at all. Nothing about this was passive. So $960 went towards my labor, my employees. I got the royalty fees. So the royalty fees for Subway is 12.5 or whatever your gross is. And that came out to $708.36 that I had to pay out to Subway. And then I have my rent. My rent per week is $750. I had to pay that out. Then I have the electricity.
Okay, so those are just basic expenses. Once again, if you franchise, you're gonna have to pay that fee, but it could be worth it because a franchise lets you. They already have the business model, they already have the marketing. You just got to run the shit. So running a business without having to worry about marketing and business. I mean, without having to worry about marketing and promotion. That's that's a lot of weight off your shoulder. You know what I mean? So running a franchise is good for that. You know, you don't have to worry about advertising. Just run the business. That's it.
Bill, which was $200. That is $200 per week. It's about $800 a month. So I split it up like that. It's $200 per week, and then I have just extra shit that I just buy stuff. It's just extra stuff. I take out 100 out of there just for that. And then what I'm saving for my remodel is technically the loan payment. And I'm doing $350 a week for that. So what my take home was after all these.
Okay, cool. So we're doing the remodeling, scaling up, and that's good because you know a lot of businesses, especially black, we take all of the money. You know what I mean? Don't leave nothing left. No, no, no. He's actually putting stuff aside to make the restaurant better. He said remodeling. He's actually doing, you know, that's incredible. This is a good definitely has his head on straight when it comes to this.
Expenses was $931.72. And I know a lot of people will be like, hey, if I speak for that. So what my take home was after all the expenses was $931.72. And I know a lot of people will be like, hey, if I could just sit at home and make $931, that'd be cool. I didn't sit at home. I was here open to close 13, 14 hours. I was here open to close. So $931.72 was actually horrendous. One of my worst weeks. Fucking worst weeks. And the next week actually was a lot worse, but I do a whole separate video on that. It was a lot worse. But yeah, that's how much I made in profit was $931.72 my first week owning a Subway franchise.
Okay, cool. So I don't. Okay, so I guess he's in stride now. I don't know. I guess that was his first week. Was a while ago. So he might be in stride. Who knows? But I will say this.
So this is how much I made my.
So I will say this. This is incredible, man. I love seeing, you know, the young niggas out here getting it, you know, legally. Shows you that it's possible. He's obviously he's running. Matter of fact, let's go to his page. See what he's talking about. All right, this is his page right here. Um, okay, so he's showing you guys how he does it. All right, so shout out to this dude. He says a CEO T Rice, serial entrepreneur, educator, 22-year-old franchisee, man. So salute to this dude, man, for real. That is incredible to see. Okay, so he's talking about how we ran this. Okay, bought a Subway.
Yeah, guess what? I just bought a Subway. Yep, I am the youngest Subway franchisee they've ever had in history. And now my page is going to be dedicated only to showing you what's it like being a Subway franchise owner.
All right, yeah, so y'all go mess with him, man, because he definitely is this is some good info. We need to see real time stuff like this. And so yeah, salute to him. I know you niggas finna, but you know it's risky. He's working 14 hours a day. He better get a job, man. You ain't gonna take that. Once again, different life for different people. Okay, I don't want to hear that bullshit. This is for my hustlers and my grinders and my entrepreneurs. All right, if it ain't you, it ain't you. All right, I don't got time for y'all crying and shit. All right, you job shaming. No, I ain't say nope. We're highlighting a 22-year-old business owner, young black business owner doing his thing. Salute to him. Y'all go fuck with him. I'm gonna get at y'all next time. Peace.